Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with PA Creative. Today I have a tutorial about how to make a responsive background image in a section in Divi. So we're going to go over some tips and tricks and just show you some things that you may not be aware of. And yeah, just cover everything about trying to get that like a hero section or any other section background image responsive. Let's take a look. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description down below. Now today I don't have any code snippets. Usually I do, and then you'll link, and go over to the blog post here and see the snippets. But anyway, so I see this a lot. People ask questions in the Divi Facebook groups like they're struggling with making a background image in usually a hero section, the section at the top of your homepage, making that responsive. They're having trouble with it. So I want to go over some things that will help. Now, I kind of joke here about breaking the laws of physics because I think sometimes people think there's this problem with Divi or something, and there's not. Divi can't break the laws of physics. So anyway, let's get that out of the way right away. Don't expect that to happen, but I am going to show you some things. Now, background images, I have this as my first point here because keep in mind they're decorative. They're not functional. So sometimes I think people stress a little bit too much over the background images, where they think like the background image is used to show something that's really important for their website, but at the same time you have to ask yourself, should you be using it in that way? Take a look at what I've wrote here. Some of it's about SEO. So there's no alt text, alternative text in a background image in Divi. So it's not really serving a function other than looking nice. So don't use something that you need to, you're optimizing your page for SEO. So don't assume that you can have that as part of that. It's not. The background image is separate. So I guess I'm kind of demoting the background image first of all to set the standard here. But anyway, take a look at that if you're unfamiliar with that. Well, anyway, so in Divi, the background image settings can be found in, sections, rows, columns, modules. It's all the same. So inside there, you'll see there's always the 4 tabs: the background color, the background gradient, background image, and a video. So those are the standard things. Now we're mostly talking about the image here today. We'll touch on one or two of the others here, but anyway, we're talking about the background images. So you can find them in that 3rd tab. I'll be following along here in a live site. So in this particular section that I have in my demo, I opened it up. Background, content tab, background. That's where you're always going to find it, and then click on image. Now, before we go any further, we're talking about responsiveness. Take notice there are no responsive settings for background image size, background image position, all this stuff. There's only one right here. Under background, on the main background, there's this phone icon, to open these tabs: desktop, tablet, phone. That's the only one for all of these settings. It applies to all of these. Okay, that seems odd to me. I think that's a mistake in Divi, but we're gonna roll with it. By the way, if you're surprised that we even have these settings, they did not appear. I have it written here. They did not appear until version 3.27, which was in August of 2019. So you may not even have realized that. That was when they had that source set update, the responsive images update, and they threw these in and didn't even announce it. I saw it, but no one else, they didn't talk about it. Anyway, so there are responsive settings for all the background image settings. It's just that they all apply. So real quick, let me show you. If I'm on the desktop tab and I want it to be on cover and maybe, top right, I may change that for tablet, and it's going to apply those changes. I don't have an individual setting. Most settings in Divi have the individual tabs for each one here, right? So I'm just pointing that out. All right, let's get started. The first tip that I have here, number one, is use a different background image. Now, this may sound so obvious, but it's not. I often will come in here, I'm working on my desktop here, and I don't even have that open a lot of times. And I'll just come in here and grab a background image, right? Something that I want for my site. And there it is. And that's it. When I change to, tablet, phone, that's it. Like, I don't think about changing it, but you can. So watch, I'm on tablet here, but I'll open my responsive tabs. So again, right here, desktop shows that, and then I can click on tablet, and I can pick a different one. Whatever, this boat here. I don't know why I have sea-related things, but anyway. So now it's showing that there, and it always takes the higher one above it to the lower tab, if that makes sense. So since I set the boat in tablet, it's also showing in phone. So there you go. Like, my point to this one is on desktop, yeah, sure, this whole, I don't know, this scene with the boat, I'm going to add some padding just so you can so like there, maybe I really, really like this, the way, like, maybe I have my text centered and everything, right? But then I go to mobile, and a lot of people freak out because it's like, well, I don't even know what that is. If I had the boat there yet, you know what I'm saying here. Let's put that in just to show you. So it might be like, I don't want that. So anyway, I could have a vertical orientation, a portrait orientation image that I want there. So that's my tip. Use a different image. Maybe it's a portrait photo or something that is going to work on a smaller screen, and then play around here with the sizes. All right, that's number one. Number two goes right along with that. And I'm just going to continue that thought. Maybe I don't want a background image on phone, and you may say, well, that's why, if it's already there. Well, watch, I can delete it, and I could go over here and I could make it green. Right? So watch, when I'm on tablet, it's the boat. When I'm on desktop, it's the port there, whatever. And then when I come back here to phone again, I don't need a photo. I could have it white because it may be distracting just because it's small. It may not fit right. So there you go. Just change it per your device, all right? That goes right along with that one. Now, another one you may not have thought of is to change the background image position. And again, these settings were not available before the 3.27 update in August of 2019. But anyway, you have all these settings: top left, top center, top right, center left, center right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. And a lot of times, we come in here and we put our photo in, and we're like, oh, okay, we're putting our photo in. It's just usually on center like that, right? By default, I changed that earlier. So depending how this image was, if there was something, or even depending where I had my text and my buttons, I may want this to be, center right. Well, it's not changing because of its full size here. Let's see. Let's try a different one. Top center. Well, that changes. Now it moved it so that it's more positioned at the top, right? I can do the same thing here. Bottom center. See how it moves? Now, let's say I'm on my phone here. Well, I got to add it back in because I removed it. Let's say, I don't want to be looking right here. I want to see these boats on the side. So here you could say center right. See that? And again, I'm on phone. When I go back to desktop, it's on bottom center or center, whatever, right? Again, phone, the position is different. That's my point here. Consider adjusting the position of the background image on your different devices to make it responsive. The next thing is the fit, the image size. Now, I have some points here about the image size. Almost always, I think, it would be on cover. So there's cover, fit, and actual size. So watch, if I change it to fit, you get the idea. That image is gonna resize. Remember, it's background image size. That image will resize so that it fits. Fit, right? And think about cover. It's going to cover the entire area that it's in. So it's in this section. It's going to resize however it can to cover that section. Does that make sense? So it's actually going to be cropped a little bit. And you've noticed that. Like when I changed this padding here, right? It's cropping it. It's not fitting. Right? So when I go back here, let's change it to, gotta click on the image. No, wrong thing. Let's change it to actual size. See there, it's gonna depend on the actual pixel dimensions, width and height that I uploaded. Let's get back to fit and see what it's doing. It's trying to fit in here, and it resized, but it's like, well, now there's this blank spot around the sides. All right, so more than likely, I think you would have it, always on cover, but hey, maybe you want to add some pink behind it. You know what I mean? Maybe you really don't want it to be cropped, so you choose something different. That option is available. Now I have some, I have like my take on what these mean, just an explanation. But anyways, there's a few other things we're gonna go over. The text size, I mean, I hope that's obvious. Let's put this back to cover. It's probably where we'd have it. This text right here. When I move to phone here, look how big this is. This whole thing is ridiculous. I can't read it. And of course, remember, you can change it to change the color. But even something, I mean, you should always be doing this. So my H1 here, of course, changing your font sizes, right? So on phone, I'm going to want this a lot smaller than on desktop, right? Yeah, I may want it to be white or something. And don't forget, well, I'll go back to that. But that's the text size, but also like even sizing. So watch this. If I say 9, I'm on the wrong thing, sorry. If I go back to this row, the row is always 80%. I may actually want that to be 90% on phone. It takes up a little extra space. The text will not be quite so cramped in there. And you can get away with 90% a lot of times on there. So maybe on desktop, I only want my text to be, 60% wide, right? Or whatever. Again, this is the row itself, but you're making the row wider, therefore the text is flowing out wider. That'll be another thing, and along with that would be spacing. Remember how I adjusted that was in this section, this here? I just, drug the padding in there. Well, that was a really bad idea, because now when I'm on the phone, now it's like, it's wrong, right? So watch this. See, even just that made a huge difference, right, like that. I probably wouldn't want it quite that small, but you get the point. Those are things to keep in mind: sizing, spacing, text size. And that's it. That's all I have. That's my tips. Another thing just to keep in mind, of course, if you're not familiar with this, if you have your image set, right, this is going to be a tip. The background image blend, this isn't about responsiveness necessarily. If I say overlay, that's going to take this color right here. So I have this color, and watch what happens when I make it like semi-transparent, right? So I took the image, changed the blend, the overlay, and then it's putting that in there. Now I could have put a gradient in there. See that? Isn't that cool? But yeah, basically you can do all that stuff. And then when you go back to your other tab, it's not there. So whatever, that is kind of related to responsiveness. If you need to change even how the text reads on the different device. So that's all we have. If I've missed anything, let me know. I probably have. This is kind of one of those tutorials I wanted to do for a long time, and I was too lazy to do it. But I see the question, like how to make my hero section responsive, and people are fighting it. They want the image to somehow magically, I don't know, not change size on phone, and it's just not logical. It can't. It would be small, and then it would be like fit. You could put it on fit. Anyway, if you found that at all useful, give me a thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm when people are searching here. Yeah, you know the drill. Be subscribed. I do tutorials every single week, every Tuesday here on our channel related to Divi. Almost always, a couple of times, it was just like more WordPress related, but yeah, related to Divi. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. We'll see you all in our next video.